My breathing is out of control. I think I've already run several kilometers, but even so, when I look back, she's always there, walking towards me. Naturally, like she's taking a stroll, she follows right behind me. I think Sheik going a little fucking crazy, guys. It's not funny, but I begin to laugh. I can't stop laughing. But even so, I run. My body complains that I'll die if I run anymore, but I keep running. The reason is simple. If she catches me, she'll kill me for sure. I ask myself what I base that on, trying to shake it off as mere imagination. But even as I try to console myself, I am the one who knows I'm the one who knows best it's true. There's no reason, no basis, no evidence. I already know it is a fact that if she catches up to me, I will be killed. Ah! Pathetically, I collapse to the ground. I fall forward, not because I tripped, but because I simply can't move my body a single step further. Lying there, collapsed, I somehow managed to crawl my way to the wall. I try to pull myself up against the wall, but it's no good. My knees lose their strength as I try to rise, and I collapse back down. My body won't move anymore. I look up as I breathe. It hurts. I don't have enough oxygen. I can't think properly because of it. I can't even tell what I'm doing anymore. I don't know why I'm doing this. Why? Why? I don't even know why the girl I've killed is alive. Unmistakably, I've utterly and completely killed her in the most final way imaginable. So why? How can she be waiting for me in front of my school, smiling? I'm sure I killed her. That's right. I'm sure I killed her. I'm sure I killed her. I'm sure I killed her. I'm sure I killed her! Why? Oh? Is the chaos over already? With light footsteps, she comes into the alley, shrugging her shoulders in disappointment. Hello. You really gave me some trouble yesterday. With a warm smile, she comes into the alley. I've got to run away. Thinking that, I retreat, only to hit my head against a concrete wall. The chase is already over, right? This is a dead end, after all. There's no need to worry about anyone coming along or interfering. She smiles, looking very happy. Panicking, I look at my surroundings. Around my surroundings. A desolate alley. I'm disgusted at my stupidity. Running away here is like asking her to kill me. It's been a long time. 18 hours since then, I finally found you. She takes another step into the alley. You... What? I definitely... Yes. I'm the girl you killed yesterday. I'm glad you remember. That can't be true. There's no way that can happen. Don't be ridiculous. Dead people can't be alive. That's true, but there's no need for you to be so surprised. I just revived, that's all. With that curt response, she makes another footstep, should be takes, I don't know. The sound reaching my ears. The distance between us is gradually decreasing. Revived? Stunned, I repeat her phrase back to me. Revived? You mean some doctor saved her with some surgery? Don't be stupid. There's no way any human could revive from being cut apart. Oh wait, that's cheeky. Don't be stupid. There's no way any human could revive from being cut apart like that. Yeah. Then again, I'm not human. Huh? Her words are so simple, there's no way I could have misunderstood them. Misinterpreted them. I'm not human. That's what the girl in front of me said. You're not human. Jeez, isn't it that obvious? Isn't that obvious? Do you think there's a human being out there that who can revive after being cut into pieces? There's no way a human like that could exist. Something like that is just a monster who looks human. Something that revives even when killed. Something that death is irrelevant to. Something that quickly returns to normal and starts moving even after being cut into pieces in something you could call human. No way. That seems to be the girl right before my eyes. I try to laugh, but my throat is dry, so I can't. What the hell is that? It's not even a funny story. Besides, there's too many things in the story that aren't funny. Because definitely, if she's not human, it explains why she's alive even after I've killed her. I start to calm down. This is a situation where I've got to observe everything and think it over. You said you're not human. So what are you? Me? I'm called a vampire. To put it in your terms, I'm a monster who lives off human blood. Good. Vampire is at least something I can easily understand. I see. You're a vampire. She smiles in satisfaction to indicate her assent. What a crazy reply. I've heard that vampires can't walk around during daytime, but I guess that's a trivial matter right now. So what does this monster want from me? For some reason, she recoils as if surprised. After a moment, she puts her hands on her hips and looks at me irritated. Have you forgotten what you did to me yesterday? Even though you didn't know me, you cut me apart the moment we met. You've got to be pretty used to this, to ask me what I want with you now. She looks more disgusted than angry. But right now, that's how I feel too. Because someone I've killed is coming to complain to me why I killed her. Hey, are you listening, murderer? Yeah, I'm listening. Sorry, could you shut up for just a minute? I'm reflecting on how unlucky this is, even for me. Sheesh. I have the worst luck. There was a girl I wanted to kill for no reason, and I killed her on pure impulse. My memory wasn't clear after that, so I calmed down thinking it was just a dream, but it turned out to be real. What's more, it turns out the person I've killed isn't even human. I can't help but laugh. I'm becoming the Joker. But it's not all that bad. If the person I killed has come back to life, then that means I haven't actually killed anyone, right? Well, I suppose the fact remains that I killed someone, but she's still alive. And that's something I should be honestly happy about. Yeah. With this, I should be able to get back to living my normal life. A normal school life, just like I did up until now. Well, in exchange, I seem to have been cornered by this strange person, but you might argue that it's a heck of a lot better than becoming a murderer. Okay, I've calmed down. If you got something to say, I'll listen. Complaints, grudges, whatever. Talk all you want. Yeah, I've got a whole lot of things to say to you, but you're weird. I'm just taking everything in right now. You could say I've built up a resistance to weird stuff like this. I don't think it's much help even in this case though. Huh. She stares at me. It isn't malicious. It's strange. I thought that to get someone back when they got you was one of the common laws of the world. Then she should be trying to kill me, but... What are you staring at? You're here to get revenge, right? Then... Yeah, I guess I'm supposed to kill you back, in theory. I'll kill you if you really want me to, but otherwise, I'll pass for now. It's not very efficient that way. This is a strange fucking... I know you guys can already tell, but this... Arcueid is pretty damn strange, and this is Arcueid, by the way. She stares at me head on. So, are you sorry? Huh? I'm stunned for a moment. Then, the things she says are so out of place. I'm asking you if you're sorry for killing me. I'm thinking about forgiving you if you are, you see. Besides, I get the feeling you're a pretty bad liar for a human. Sorry, me? Yep. If you apologize to me, then I'm fine with that. This is unbelievable. What's so unbelievable? Not that the person I killed is forgiving me, but her voice sounds so kind. Hey! You have to give me an answer. When people ask you seriously, you know. Come on, hurry up and answer. We can't get on with things until we make it clear whether or not you're sorry. She is angry. And am I sorry, she asks? That goes without saying. Yeah, I regret it. No matter what the reason is, I did kill someone. Without mercy or reason. I killed just for myself. I do regret the fact that I killed someone, but more importantly, the person I killed was you, and so... It's a lie that it's alright if she's alive. It's a fact that I killed her. It's the ultimate violation, the greatest violence possible. So you can get your revenge on me. I thought it was only natural you'd be here to get revenge. I hang my head, mumbling like I'm confessing to someone. I see. You're not a bad person. She smiles. Despite calling herself a vampire, she has a very honest face. I've decided. I'm going to make you help me. Eh? Help her? What is she talking about? Hey. Oh, hey. What do you mean by helping you? It's simple. I'm going to get you to help me deal with the vampire that's took root in this town. What? Hold on. I'm getting more and more confused. Dealing with vampires? But you're a... Oh, no. I'm a vampire, but the vampire in this town is a different kind altogether. You live here, don't you? Then you should know about the murders that have been occurring lately, right? Yeah, quite a few people have been killed already. Hey, wait. I remember now. Come to think of it, all the killer's victims had their blood extracted or something, didn't they? Don't tell me that... Exactly. Even the news is saying stuff like, the work of a vampire, right? It's a funny thing. They obviously know what kind of creature is doing it, but no one is trying to vanquish it. That's why I've got no choice but to do it for them. Wait, but vampires don't exist. She lowers her brows in annoyance. Oh, that's right. There's an unidentified person standing in front of me claiming to be a vampire herself. I don't really understand, but what you're trying to say is that you're here in this town to exterminate vampires, right? That's right. But before I could, I was attacked by some unknown killer. Yeah, that really got me. Oh, yeah, that really got me. It was a perfect surprise attack, and I was cut into 17 pieces without a chance to do anything. I see. She must mean me. Well, who the fuck else would she be talking about? Shika can be an idiot sometimes, guys. I think you've noticed this already. That's right. Oh, that's right. Until I was fully recovered like this, I was really planning to kill you, you know. That's the first time anyone's embarrassed me like that. And it took me about 80% of my power to fully recover. But but more importantly, it really, really hurt. It was so painful I thought I was going to go crazy. However, the pain was so great it restored my sanity. Do you know what it's like experiencing that over and over for a whole night? Ellipsis. I don't know. Actually, I don't want to know. So full of hatred, I went out to look for you. I was so worked up that I didn't even care about the vampire, the very reason I'm here. I know you were a student, so that's why I waited over there for you. I don't get it. If you hated me so much, why are you forgiving me? Let's see. To put it simply, I calmed down after a while. It already used up a lot of power, and I thought it would be more efficient to use you as a shield than to kill you. Hold on. You just said something really bad for me. Eh? Did I say something like that? You said you were going to use me as a shield. Of course. I already did forgive you, but that's just my personal feelings. You got to atone for your murder through action, not just emotion, right? Well, even if you ask me. What's with you? I can't tell when you're being sincere and when you're not. Let me repeat it again. You killed me. You probably can't imagine it, but it takes a lot of energy to regenerate once you've been killed. Well, actually, it wouldn't be a big deal if you had just killed me, but the way you killed me was something I've never seen before. I couldn't heal. I couldn't heal the wounds, so I had no choice but to remake my body parts. That's why it took so much energy to revive. She looks angry. It seems like she's recalling her forgotten anger while she talks. Anyhow, I'm weak right now. I think I'll be able to recover after 2 nights, but if the enemy attacks before then, I'll be in danger. That's why for now, I'll leave you to be my shield. I'll have you be my shield. Where did I get that from? You'll have me do it. What are you doing? Deciding everything by yourself? What? This is all your fault to begin with, so it isn't that much to be expected? Or are you not sorry after all? She looks straight at me with honest eyes. This is unfair. Sorry or not, using those eyes is unfair. It's unfair she has such pure eyes like that when she claims she's a vampire. She stuck for an answer. I lift my gaze. Huh? What is it? Oh, huh? What is it? Something odd is there. In the gap between the buildings. Hold on. What's that? I get up and walk. I walk to the middle of the alley and I finally realize what it is. A blue-colored bird. Crow, to be precise. Blue crow. That inauspicious thing I saw 2 nights ago. Oh man. The girl murmurs. Crow just stares at us. Geez, thanks to your slowness, he found us. The girl looks at the entrance to the alleyway. Found us? Who? I cast my gaze towards the alley entrance. Then... What? I take a step back in shock. Before I knew it, a dog appeared in the narrow path running into the alley. It has 4 tough legs and a tense neck like a steel frame. That form, far removed from that of a human, is one solely for hunting. It doesn't need to resort to verbal intimidation. Most humans would become nervous just by looking at that kind of hunting beast. As a fellow life form, it inspires awe by its dishearteningly superior athletic ability. A black dog? I start to shake. The black dog looking in our direction isn't small or like a stray. As big as a German Shepherd or a Doberman, it just stands there, menacing us. The girl says nothing, but looks at the dog with disinterested eyes. Then, suddenly, the black dog jumps. No, it's running, but with a speed that makes it seem like it's jumping. I can't do anything. The black dog jumped straight for my throat. I can't see it. I can see its black body moving towards me, but I don't have the time to think straight about dodging it. Thud. I feel a shock on my body. Gah! I was hit hard from the side. It's not the black dog. It seems the girl pushed me before it could even crush my throat. With an easy movement, like someone throwing a ball, she hurls me into the wall using just one hand. With a terrific wham, I fall on my rear. Why, you... What in the world are you doing? Never mind that. Keep your eyes in front, the girl yells. I look, having lost sight of me, the target, the black dog, bounds towards the wall. Sticking to the wall like a lizard, it jumps again. It bounces from the wall towards me. The dog's path is like black lightning. It's too fast, I can't react. The black dog opens its mouth, filled with teeth and saliva. This time, it clamps down towards my windpipe. I close my eyes. The dog's teeth sink into my throat. But in that instant, the dog lets out a yelp and releases me. That's impossible. The black dog lets out a scream and leaps straight up. There is nothing there, but nonetheless, it flies high into the sky by itself. Just like that, the black dog, after going several meters into the sky, makes a scream and falls back down onto the concrete. No, perhaps more accurately, it was hit into the concrete. What was that? Jeez, you've made me waste more of my energy. The girl quietly approaches the black dog. It is crushed against the concrete like a pressed flower. That's quite a mongrel of a familiar. I suppose it was some kind of scout. The black dog liquefies into something kind of a tar-like substance and is absorbed into the concrete. It melted. No, maybe it's just dissolving. Oh, it melted. No, maybe it's just dissolving. It can't be, can it? God damn it, that's Arcueid. It melted. No, it can't be, can it? Maybe it's just dissolving. There's no way chaos would be in a place like this. Heaving a long sigh, she approaches me. Oh? You don't seem to be hurt, so there's no problem. She's mumbling something. My throat, I can still feel the dog's teeth sinking into it. Hey, what was that thing? A familiar of an enemy vampire. We were discovered because you weren't being clear. Discovered? You mean by that enemy vampire you mentioned? Yeah, this isn't good. It looks like I really will need you as a shield now. She says it so casually and with a smile. Stop saying such crazy things, you idiot. You saw me. What do you think I can do? You're a lot better off by yourself. Not really. With the power I just used to protect you, I really am empty now. What? What in the world? I'm grateful she helped me just then, but still, I can't do it. I can't. I don't have the power to drive away something like that. Sorry, but I can't even be a shield. Liar! You killed me! Why would you lie after doing something like that? That was something I don't understand myself. No. Look, I can't do it. I'm just a normal human. I can't help you. Not true. All you have to do is keep watch while I sleep, that's it. You can do that much without any problems, right? She looks straight at me. Somehow those eyes are making me weaker. Oh shit. Choice time. I'll cooperate? No, I won't cooperate, or I'll escape somehow. 2 and 3 are obviously not good. If you don't cooperate, she'll probably kill you, and if you escape, she'll probably kill you too. So, Option 1 is really the only choice we have here. For some reason, I can't decline. I did kill her, after all. It's my fault she's weak and she has to ask others for help. It is my responsibility. Besides, although I've known her for just a little while, it doesn't seem like she's a bad person. So how about it? Can't a human like you cooperate with a vampire like me? Well, that would be the obvious answer, but... don't look at me with those eyes. Why is it? It's making me overcome with guilt and be unable to refuse. But now that I've gotten myself into this mess, I won't be able to sleep at night if I just deny all responsibility. Man, I just know I'm going to regret this. So, yeah, I think I could probably do it. The enemy's the serial killer, right? As a resident of this town, I'd probably be stuck with some kind of divine punishment if I refused to help you. Struck. Eh? You mean... I'm not going to be your shield, but if it's just being your lookout, I'll do it. I feel disgusted at how stupid I am as soon as those words are out of my mouth. I feel disgusted, but... There's something about her deeply shocked expression that's... Wow! Are you serious? I'm really a vampire, you know. Hey, listen. Why are you saying all this now after you've threatened me so much? That's true, but... Well, whatever. If you're going to cooperate with me, then I should be grateful. With a very happy expression on her face, she approaches me as I lie there on my rear up against the wall. Our contract is established. She extends her hand towards me. I guess I can finally introduce myself now. I'm Arcueid. My last name is really long, but so it's just Arcueid. So just Arcueid is fine for now. I'm a true ancestor-type vampire. How about you? I heave a heavy sigh at her unprecedented introduction. It's a sigh of resignation, evidence I've decided to accept this nonsensical situation. I'm Tonoshiki. Sadly, I'm just your everyday student. I've said it before, but I'm really not going to be much use. Grasping her, Arcueid's hand, I stand up. She takes a long, hard look at me and then offers me her hand again. Nice to meet you, Shiki. I'll have you take responsibility for killing me. Arcueid grins as she extends her left hand. There are all sorts of responsibilities in this world, but this is probably the first and last time someone takes responsibility by helping someone they killed. Damn it, this is seriously messed up. But there's nothing else I can do. I grudgingly extend my left hand and shake hands with the woman in white claiming to be a vampire. This is a pretty nice room. Oh, this is a pretty nice room. I have no problem spending the night here. Arcueid looks around the hotel room. I've got nothing to say for now. My room has probably already been discovered, so let's hide out here for the night. Oh, you don't have to worry about money. I'm rich, so I'll treat you. Speaking cheerfully, Arcueid closes the curtains. She also turns off the lights and the room becomes dark as night. I sigh. What are you thinking, Arcueid? I'm thinking about all sorts of stuff. No, that's not what I mean. I'm asking you why you've rented a room in a high-class hotel, not a cheap one, and why you've rented out the whole top floor. Ellipsis. I try to say this, but I stop. Right now, my job is to guard this so-called vampire and nothing more. I'm not going to ask any useless questions. No, forget it. Do whatever you like. You're weird, Shiki. Suddenly getting mad and going silent like that. I just don't get you. Arcueid lies on the bed, smiling like she's having fun. I'm going to sleep until the sun sets. You better rest while you have the chance. Vampires don't move about in the daytime, so you'll be on guard for... Vampires don't move about during the daytime, so you'll be on guard for real during the night. Do you realize what you've just said? Something that completely contradicts your existence? Oh, that's alright for me. Oh, I guess it's almost my limit. Good night, Shiki. Wake me up when the sun sets. Hey! Like a machine whose power is cut off, Arcueid suddenly falls asleep. Huh. She's so defenseless. Right now I could run away if I wanted to. She did force me to come here with her after all. I could easily run away now. And I don't have that impulse anymore, but I killed you once, yet. How is she even able to suddenly fall asleep despite that? I'll look at Arcueid's face as she sleeps on the bed. Her plump chest rises and falls. It looks like she's breathing. Well, no shit. I mean, if she wasn't, she would be dead. But her body isn't moving at all. It's like the air around her has stopped. It's so tranquil, even I might stop moving. What a peaceful slumber. Kind of defenseless, as if she had absolute trust in me, even though we've only just met. She's so stupid. She's so stupid I honestly might start... she's so stupidly honest, I might start to worry. But aside from that, this is a turning point. This may very well be the point of no return for Tenoshiki. Oh, okay, so... this could be our one and only chance to escape, so if we wanted to escape, we could try to run, but that might end badly for us. It's probably best if we stay with her. I did promise her, after all. No matter what was promised, I can't break it. Arcueid is sleeping. Her face is pale white, like that of a sick person. Arcueid said she was weak. She said she was at her limit just a while ago, so I don't think she considered what I could do after she went to sleep. The room is quiet. We're on the 11th floor, the top floor. Since she rented out the whole floor, there's no other guests in here. The only sound is Arcueid's breathing. When I see her like this, she really looks nightmarishly beautiful. That white, smooth skin and that silky, light blonde hair, the soft lines on her body and those long eyelashes that look like swift brushstrokes. A perfect body down to the small even to the small details, the like of which I've never seen before. No, to be more precise, the kind I never would have seen in my entire life. Vampire or not, Arcueid is a girl. I have to take responsibility for the fact that she's so weak that she falls asleep instantly, just like she did. You have to take responsibility for your own deeds. A part of my childhood education makes an appearance in my head. Sensei even told me my eyes are strange, so that would in turn attract strange things. Then I should be prepared to take responsibility. At the very least, I should keep my promise and protect her for tonight. White. The kind you see when you wake up. That color calls some nostalgic memories to mind. A hot summer day. A blue sky and large columns of summer clouds. The scenery slowly wavers in the heat. The voice of cicadas. The sound of cicadas. Chirp. Chirp, chirp. Chirp, chirp, chirp. Cicada shells are lying in the clearing. As if the sun is right by my side, the clearing is roasting. A hot midsummer's day. As if the entire world became a frying pan. I cannot make that sound. Wow! Wow! Akiha is crying. Akiha, who would always obediently stay close by me, is brimming forth with tears. A child lies collapsed at her feet, soaked in blood, killed. The corpse of a child about my age. A cast-off cicada shell. My 2 hands are red with the blood of that collapsed child. Shiki! The adults are coming. The fallen child is still dead. The adults are yelling. Did you kill him? That dream. The dream I had forgotten even in my dreams. I feel like I remember. Shiki! Hey, wake up! The sun's already set! Someone is shaking me. A somewhat unfamiliar voice and the touch of a cold hand on my shoulder. Huh? Arcueid is standing right in front of me. She's already woken up and it's pitch black outside. I glance at the clock and it says it's already 8. Huh? It's not, I told you to wake me up when the sun went down and you went and fell asleep. Crap. Sorry, I was feeling out of it. I don't remember when I fell asleep, but I'm sure it was while I was staring at Arcueid's sleeping face. Jeez, you lose your qualification as a bodyguard like that. If the enemy had attacked us while we were both sleeping, we could have both died, you know? I said I'm sorry. Besides, you said it was safe during the daytime. I can't say that for sure. Familiars like the ones we saw this morning could have come for us. Arcueid is angry. Well, she's got a right to be. I've got no right to talk when the bodyguard, dozed off while she was sleeping. And besides, I am a vampire, you know. How can you just sleep there without feeling any danger? I don't want you to be afraid for no reason, but it'd be nice if you were at least tense enough to not to sleep. I take that back. Arcueid doesn't seem to care that I didn't do my job as a bodyguard. She just doesn't seem to like the fact that I fell asleep. I can move my body a little better and wake up only to find you sleeping there happily. You looked so vulnerable. I was seriously starting to feel uneasy that I might not have the dignity befitting of a vampire. Well, I don't think she has much dignity. You were just as vulnerable yourself. I killed you once before, remember? You can't guarantee I won't do it again, can you? Arcueid gives a surprised look, as if she only just realized it. Now that you mention it, you're right. I wonder why I did that. I guess I just had complete confidence in you since we spoke in the alley. Well, saying that doesn't make me feel bad for her. Okay. Since you trust me so much, I'll try my best. So should I just keep watch from now on? Yeah, until sunrise tomorrow. I can't leave the room, so be on guard if someone comes up to this floor. Be on guard, huh? Being on guard is going to do me no good if one of those black dogs from this morning comes across. I let out a sigh. As expected, this is too heavy of a role for me. Let me ask you something. Was the black dog that attacked us this morning something your enemy sent out? I don't think so. It was probably for surveillance. His patrol route happened to pass through where you and I were talking, and it seems my presence was revealed as a result. Revealed? To your enemy? That's right. If I had been in perfect condition, it would actually save me some time. But right now, it's the opposite. If I were attacked now, I'd be the one annihilated. That's why I have to hide out like this for now until my power returns. Arcueid's enemy. In other words, the serial killer who's been causing the stir in this town, a vampire. Arcueid, I want to ask you something. Will you answer my question? I don't mind talking, but why were you being so formal all of a sudden? Yeah, I haven't asked you the most important thing yet, so what's your ultimate objective here? Me? I'm here to hunt down the vampire. Killing vampires is my duty. Yeah, I do remember you saying something like that before. But you're a vampire, right? What? You still don't believe me? Oh, don't worry, I believe you so much it hurts. I'm asking why you, a vampire, claim to be doing something as odd as killing other vampires. Oh? You don't like the idea of beings from the same species killing each other? The act of killing doesn't exactly make my list of favorite things, but she is right. I'm not comfortable with the idea of vampires killing vampires. No, it's just that I can't really imagine something like that happening. Vampires drain the blood of humans, right? So they should be killing humans, not vampires. Not other vampires. Drinking blood and killing are different things. Well, even so, I know what you're trying to say. You think beings from the same species should help each other out, right? But vampires can be the same species and still be different life forms. That's why they don't really have what you humans call camaraderie. What? Then you're saying something makes you different from the vampire you're hunting? That's right. The one I'm after is a human vampire, just like the stereotypical vampire from you humans' folklore. He kills humans by draining their blood, turning them into the dead, then uses them to increase his power and influence. That's the sort of vampire I hunt. The one lurking in this town is the sort of old-style vampire. That sort of vampire? It seems like there are different types. Don't tell me you want me to be your shield so you can get this guy. Yeah, that was my original intent. But after talking to you, I've changed my mind. You see, at first, I thought you were someone from the church. So I thought you might have information about the location of the enemy, but you turned out to be a perfectly ordinary person. You didn't even know about vampires, let alone the location of the enemy's coffin. Yeah, come to think of it, there's no way they'd send an exorcist to a Far East secular country like this one. I guess I didn't put enough thought into this. Arcueid thinks aloud. Her conversation derails, and I'm feeling a little left out. I don't follow you at all, Arcueid. Hold on for a moment. Let's see, how should I explain this? With that, Arcueid's gaze begins drifting. She doesn't seem used to holding a conversation. Don't worry about it. Just explain everything about the current situation. I don't understand any of this, but I might be able to see the general gist of things. Really? Thanks, Shiki. You don't have to thank me. Just keep talking. Arcueid nods obediently. Basically, the vampire currently in this town is an old-style vampire. He himself reigns as the Lord and releases the dead he made into the city. By doing so, he increases his power bit by bit. He's a typical vampire in that he drains the blood of humans, and these humans become vampires themselves. He's not very powerful right now, so he doesn't have many dead serving him, but as the victims increase, so does his power. It would be best to destroy the main body before that happens, but I haven't found where he sleeps yet. He's hidden so well right now, I can't even feel his presence. Even so, it's easy to take care of things once I find it. But I don't have any clues whatsoever, so I had no choice but to walk around town during the day to investigate. But then, I suddenly got attacked by a passing killer, and now, I'm temporarily weaker than the other vampire. Arcueid shoots me a cold look. I guess she wants me to say something. I guess she wants to say something to the passing killer. I see. I kind of understand the situation now. So in other words, some evil monsters are based in this town and you're here to eliminate them. Since you don't know where they were, you went looking for them, and that's when I, killed you. So now you're weakened and hiding out while you recover, is that about right? To put it simply, I think so. Then next is the main topic. You casually call yourself a vampire, but I still don't really understand that term. It's obvious you're not a human, that much I can see, but I don't get the feeling that you're a vampire either. That's true. I'm a little different from the type of vampire you know about. Indeed. I hadn't considered that vampires even existed at all, let alone vampires like you. So what makes you different? Arcueid thinks. Yes, I suppose it might be helpful to teach you a bit about us. Alright. Then the first period lessons will be Vampires 101. Okay, but what's with Vampires 101? You're an amateur at this, so we've got to start with the basics, right? That's why I'm going to start teaching you from the very beginning. Okay, whatever. Just keep it short. Well, I'll try my best. It really does seem like she's not used to talking. Well, we've got lots of time, so for now, I guess I'll listen to Arcueid without complaint. Although we're typically called simply vampires, we're divided into two main categories. Those who were vampires from the start and those who become vampires. The former are called true ancestors and the latter are called the dead apostles. The ones you call vampires are the dead apostles. They drain the blood of humans and turn them into their slaves. They're weak against sunlight and you can vanquish them with the baptism ritual. Our enemy is one of these dead apostles. It's gone from my enemy to our enemy. Well, I don't mind. She's not wrong considering the situation I'm in now. So you're saying these dead apostles aren't vampires from the start? What do you mean by that? Dead apostles were once humans. They've attained immortality through magic, or had their blood sucked by one of the true ancestors. Either way, the ones that become vampires become immortal, even though it's imperfect immortality. Those who were vampires from the beginning and humans who become vampires. What is this? I get the feeling that there's some kind of huge contradiction to all this. It feels like some important fundamental is missing somewhere in this theory. Hey, Shiki. How much do you know about vampire folklore? Let's see, just the usual stuff. They suck the blood of virgins. They can bind people just by looking at them. They can turn into mist and wolves and just the usual stuff you hear about. Yeah, that's pretty much all true. They drain the blood of virgins because their blood cells are more pure before one exchanged bodily fluids with others. That makes virgins more suitable for repairing the vampire's own degenerating genes. The dead apostles, the ones that become vampires, have imperfect immortality. Since they become immortal, they won't die from old age. However, they need to replenish their energy frequently or they'll disappear. All living creatures need nutrients to be able to move, right? It's the same thing. It's just that vampires don't die from age as long as they take in nutrients. The dead apostles suck blood because they needed to stay alive. Immortality is a strain on their originally human bodies. The genes that compose their bodies are different. When they become vampires, they begin to degenerate at an incredible rate. To make up for that, they must drain the blood of others in order to absorb genetic information and stabilize their own bodies. To a vampire, drinking blood is not like eating, but it's the minimum requirement for them to continue to exist. This sounds complex and long. I can't follow the logic, but Arcueid nonetheless continues speaking. So, moving on. The ability to bind someone with a look is a type of mystic eyes. Eyes and words are both common types of magic circuits, so there are many vampires who have mystic eyes. We usually possess the mystic eyes of enchantment. We don't enchant people by looking at them, rather we enchant those who look into our eyes. A powerful vampire using mystic eyes can impose his own will into the brain of another and completely dominate their thoughts. But the mystic eyes of a dead apostle don't have that much power. What you call turning into mist is really just making a spare body and controlling it via the will. Once the part serves its purpose, you cut the mana flow of the offshoot and naturally it returns to dust. Wolves and other animal transformations are a byproduct of vampires repairing its damaged body from its familiars. For a vampire living a long time, stabilizing their bodies with normal lives is not sufficient. Humans are not fundamentally powerful animals, so it's more effective to repair one's body by absorbing beasts, as they surpass the human species in this respect. Vampires who repair their own bodies with beasts can return those beasts to their previous forms and use them as familiars when they need to. From what I've heard, there's even a 1,000-year-old vampire whose body is made up of familiars. Oh wait, that was fucking Arcueid. Sorry guys, I get confused on the voices sometimes since there's no, voice acting or anything. It's hard to tell which character is talking, but usually I can just tell from the sentences that it might be this other character. But yeah, that was Arcueid. From what I've heard, there's even a 1,000-year-old vampire whose body is made up entirely of familiars. They say he contains 666 beasts within his body, or something like that anyway. The number of the beast. I think Arcueid's getting a little too wrapped up in her own speech. To be honest, I'm not finding this world easy to understand. Yeah, that's about it. It's just an explanation of the very basics, but now do you understand what a vampire is? Well, I suppose. The reality of Arcueid being a vampire begins to feel harder and harder to accept. Now, it's my turn. Actually, there's something important I've forgotten to ask you too. What? You're not going to learn anything from me. I'm not a vampire or anything, just an ordinary student. Then let me ask you this, Shiki. How exactly did you kill me? Huh? I'm asking about the method you used. I'm resistant against stuff like runes and Kabbalah, so those don't work on me. The only things I'm not resistant against is magic I've yet to experience, which is probably limited to the ancient Shinto in this country and the treasures in South America. No, not even those could kill me that much. Answer me, Shiki. What kind of occult artifact did you use to incapacitate me to that degree? Occult artifact? What's that? A catalyst which stores ideas in history. Jeez, you got scared. You've got sacred treasures in this country too, don't you? They're usually something like staves and swords, jewels and masks, conceptual weapons that can be used against nature itself. Come on, Shiki. Are you sure you're not someone from those fields? From one of those fields? What field? I told you, I'm just a student. I don't know anything. That's a lie. There's no way a human who's not even a magus can hurt me. Are you hiding something from me, Shiki? Arcueid gives me an angry cat-like stare. But even if she looks at me like that, I'm not hiding anything. Oh, wait. Actually, there is one thing I'm not sure whether it's relevant, but Arcueid is still staring at me. It doesn't seem like I'll be able to keep quiet about it. Alright, I'll tell you, but how should I put this? I can see these lines that can be used to cut things. Eh? Oh, she's stunned. She should be. Normally, I don't think anyone would believe a story like this. What do you mean? Arcueid asks in a serious tone. She's not exactly normal. I should have known she would defy my expectations in a good way. I mean, I see these lines where things can be cut. Living things, the ground, anything touchable. It's like a black line, and I can cut things clean when I let anything sharp through it. Does that mean anything to you? It's convenient to be able to cut steel with a knife and all, but it's not like I can cut anywhere I like. I can only cut through things where I can see the lines, and I know where I can cut, and I know when I can cut you. Well, you can cut a girl's skin with just a knife, right? Arcueid's eyes are serious as she glances at me, those wild eyes that I've seen only once before. A gaze that could stop my breathing. I see. I thought the mystic eyes of death perception only existed in fairy tales, but I guess there's someone who can use them. A mutated monster like you. What? I don't think a vampire can call me a monster. A monster is a monster. There isn't anyone even amongst us with the mystic eyes that can see death, that can see the death of things. What? See the death of things? Arcueid nods in affirmation with an inimical gaze.